You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. You just gotta bend your knees, take a deep breath, and jump. And you might think, what if I fall? Well, what if you don't? What if you fly?
Well, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to this sunny Sunday afternoon where Lewes take on AFC Wimbledon in their 12th match of the season in the Women's National League. Of course, Lewes coming into this game after their best win for some time, beating MK Dons 7-0 last Sunday. It's an unchanged side from Nat Lawrence since their journey at Milton Keynes last weekend. In goal is Emily Moore with Maddie Brandt, Sydney Schreimeyer and captain Hannah Godfrey. Layla Proctor and Olivia Carpenter in the side with Paula Howes, Lucy Connolly-Brain, Sarah Harvey, Sammy Quayle and last weekend's hat-trick goal scorer Lois Roche. Substitutions for the home side is Ella Hunkin, Izzy Glass-Oliver, Muna Eze, Megan Curran, Poppy Derron, Katie Gilligan and Skye Bacon. As for the away side, managed by Kevin Foster, just like Lewes, it's an unchanged team since their game last weekend. They're coming here to the Pan after a 3-0 win against Billericay. In goal, Rose Kite with Rosie Russell, Lita Rutherford, Kelly Hyman, Hannah McKenzie, Ashley Hinks, the captain, Kawania Solomon Taylor, Sherelle Casal, Emily Donovan, Hannah Billingham and Georgia Clifford. Substitutions, number 14 Leanne Bell, Amelia Ajao, Kelly Jade Whelan and Dior Noor. Of course, Dior Noor on the substitutions is a new signing, so she could potentially be making her debut in AFC Wimbledon colours. But now our focus goes towards this game. AFC Wimbledon have only played 9 games compared to Lewis's 11. However, this is a bit of a 6-pointer. AFC Wimbledon only 2 points actually above the home side, having played 2 less games. So Lewes, to try and gain some ground on Wimbledon, will really want to win here. It'll take some asking. Of course, Wimbledon were the winners of their division last year, the Women's National League Division 1 South East, which is what saw them get promoted. So last season's promotion against last season's relegated candidates, going face to face. Lewes players all in buoyant mood as they come into this game. Their season started to gather some momentum now after a slow start, winless in their first 5. They now find themselves 5 wins in their last 7. Having drawn the 3 games out of their first 5 games, they've really started to pick up some points, which is what sees them now in 6th. After a slightly worrying start following last season's relegation, they now come into this game on 15 points compared to Wimbledon's 17. Some enthusiastic fans in the Philcock stand. Can see 2 of them making the majority of the noise in this 3,000 capacity stadium. Will they be able to carry on for the full 90 minutes? Time will tell, but certainly making this a joyous occasion before kick-off, and it will be the hosts to get us off underway, specifically Sammy Quayle, who got a Lewes career back up and running following her signing in the summer. She scored the first of the 2 goals against Plymouth Argyle. Saw Lewes get their first home win in the league of the season, as Lewes will play from left to right up against their visitors from Wimbledon. Here's the goalkeeper, rose kite, just trying to spray it out to this left-hand side. They tried to work it further up the pitch, but luckily for Lewes, it goes out of play and it will be a throw. Lewes just trying to put on pressure. They managed to make the most of that mistake with the interception. Here's a bit of room as Layla Proctor just tries to take it around her counterpart, but instead they managed to intercept it and try to come forward. But Howes anticipates that pass and able to keep it under her spell though. Of course, this is the first of two matches here at the Pan. At 6:30, we've got Strive Aid between Gilberto Silva's 11 and Roberto Carlos's. It'll be in the third game out of this weekend. Of course, the men's were here yesterday and lost 2-0 to AFC Tottenham in the FA Trophy. So hopefully the women's can get the first win for Lewes of the season, or of the weekend, I should say. As Wimbledon almost managed to make it 1-0. Managed to get some space in behind there, but Emily Moore courageously coming off her line and has sustained a bit of a knock. Manages to break the line there of the Wimbledon midfield, and they get a throw the away side. Really impressive out of the two fans in the Finnelcock stand are managing to be heard all the way around the ground. Sure with who they're really supporting, but they're making it a good atmosphere nonetheless. They're now making their colours clear for AFC Wimbledon. Wimbledon dominated most of the ball so far, but only been a few minutes. It's just trying to work out a bit of a tight area on that far side. Howes caught in an offside position as Sammy Quayle looked to try and make the run in behind, but it wouldn't have counted. Wimbledon just having a spell with the ball. They're going to try and play it out from the back, and they've got room for their number 35 to run into, is Georgia Clifford. Here's Ashley Hinks, who tries to play it down the line, but it's intercepted by Maddie Brandt. Now Layla Proctor, the forward header towards Quayle. It's another offside. Didn't look offside from this view. Felt like the right centre-half for Wimbledon could have been keeping Sammy Quayle on, but the assistant referee doesn't think so. It's a free kick for Wimbledon. game for Lewes, at home against a side just above them in the league, especially as they've only played 2 less games. Try and gain that important ground to see themselves go further up the table. These games at home are ones that you'd be wanting to take full advantage of, finishing with all 3 points, but of course it will be a challenge. Both sides in the league have scored the same amount of goals so far, as 17, but Wimbledon have got the superior defence over Lewes, having only conceded 6 to Lewis's 17. So they've got a rigid defence and 6 goals conceded out of 9, which is no mean feat. Here's Connolly Brain. Howes. Looking to try and get the ball moving from a Lewes perspective. Proctor with Brandt in the wide position. Assistant referee's flag raised for a 3rd time in just 6 minutes. Good pressure there from Schreimeyer to win it back. Now Howes. There are many players to the right, but they tried to go alone through Lois Roche, who at the moment knows where the back of the net is, having scored the hat-trick last weekend at MK Dons, unable to get a goal there. It was in fact the first goal against MK Dons, the first of 7. That was a real beauty, picking up from a right central pocket and then just firing it into the left-hand corner. A goal that really got Lewes up and running that afternoon. Slip from Schreimeyer, but Godfrey was there to just clear it forward. Good interception there from Maddie Brandt, as Wimbledon tried to play it forward. Here's Sarah Harvey. Too much onto that for Maddie Brandt to run onto. Lofted in behind, as this looks like a good opportunity. Howes felt there was a handball there, but she still has the ball. She fires it goalwards. Quayle gets in the way. But that was promising from Paula Howes. Opened up room on her left-hand side. Just tried to make the most of that curling effort, but just lost her footing before she struck it. They tried to spot the run in behind, and that's a great ball. Another offside. That's 5 in 9 minutes now. A long ball forward from Godfrey, unable to find a player in Lewes colours. As Wimbledon look to exploit space on that right-hand side, but good defending from Harvey, an important clearance. Again, Harvey with an important clearance away to prevent any Wimbledon pressure, but they still got it firmly in their final third with another throw. Another launch forward. Managing to just take the ball beyond the Lewes midfield. Wimbledon have looked smart at bringing the ball up the pitch and gaining those yards. Here's Ashley Hinks, the captain, who just loses out. Howells tries to exploit the room down this right-hand side, and Connolly Brame sprinting to the ball, as it looked like it was given up by Lewes for a brief second there, but Connolly Brame carried on her run up against the number 6, Hannah McKenzie, for Wimbledon right there. So far, the goalkeeper's distribution for Wimbledon, Rose Kite, has been impressive. She managed to find the number 20, Hannah Billingham, but she couldn't just quite keep it in. So Connolly Brame with a throw. Headed away by McKenzie, but back to Connolly Brame. Who's impressed me every time I've seen her play. Always a threat down that right-hand side. Sammy Quayle looked like she was going to go in short, but instead goes far as Connolly Brame tries to find her. Godfrey up against Solomon Taylor. Roche trying to stick in a leg to win the ball back. But in doing so, she fouled the Wimbledon player. Free kick to the away side. A good flick as Wimbledon have a chance here. Managed to take it round Emily Moore, but a terrific save. The pressure still on though for Lewes, but then Schreimeyer will clear it away. Good work, as it was Emily Donovan who looked to try and take it round Moore, but she stretched out both arms to deny that effort. So far Wimbledon have had more bite going forward than the hosts. Headed away by Brandt. Wimbledon get another throw. Awkward header as Wimbledon have room. But the flick on towards goal goes high and into the gloves of Emily Moore. Nice passage of play here from Lewes. They look to try and get the ball up the pitch through Connolly Brame. Roche, terrific footwork as she just holds off the pressure. So far just making things tick in that Lewes midfield. Very well worked passage, but that heavy touch just letting down her run, Connolly Brame. So entering the quarter of an hour mark. So far been fairly even in terms of possession. Wimbledon have had a couple of chances when they've got it into their final third. Lewes yet to test Rose Kite in the Wimbledon goal. Godfrey. Harvey. Godfrey tries to win it back after Schreimeyer just gave it away. And that chance goes to begging, so it will be a Lewes goal kick. Trimer looking to open up room on her right. Roche, but under a bit of pressure from the number 13, Sharelle Casal. Rose Kite will clear that away. Roche will stick a leg at it. Trimer with the chest down, in towards Roche, that's well done. That pass from Roche, just on different wavelengths between her and Paula Howes. She anticipated the run from Lewes's 14, but she's got the ball back here, goes from distance. Rose Kite coming down to just collect that effort, but once again, Roche showing how she favours that right foot of hers from distance. Early on in the game, you saw Howes playing out on this right-hand side. Now she's switched on the left, which is, of course, where her favoured foot is too. Here is Howes. She fancies one with her left foot! Oh, Paula Howes! An excellent strike as she switched out onto the left-hand side, striking with her favoured foot towards that near post and putting the Rooks 1-0 up. Scored last weekend and scored again today. Catching the keeper off guard. She didn't have many options to her left, so she just thought she'd go for it. And what a decision that was. So Lewes a goal up in 19 minutes. And that tactical change has certainly worked wonders for the home side. Casal just trying to flick it beyond Godfrey. Here's Harvey. Now all the way back to Emily Moore. Lewes certainly playing with freedom here. Just how they're able to switch players around and play their passing game. Of course, Lewes come into this game with 3 wins in the bounce. Of course, they did play Dulwich Hamlet 2 games ago, which was a draw, but they won on penalties. Three league wins in their last 4 games as well for the Rooks. So, if they were to see this through, of course, still a long way to go. It would mean 3 wins out of 3 in the league for the first time all season, and the last as well, of course. Godfrey trying to switch it over to that left. Carpenter just playing it out now as they try to swing it in. Schreimeyer alone there in the midfield. And Wimbledon gets a last touch, which sees a Lewes throw. With a foul throw, which is disappointing. And they did win it pretty easily. Here's Proctor. Unable to find the composure to find her teammate. Good pressure there from Proctor. Happy to help out as an attacker as well, even though she can be a typical number 8, box-to-box player. It's Harvey sticking out a leg to retain the ball. Wimbledon have to scurry it away. It's proactive work from the number 16 and centre half, Sarah Harvey. Schreimeyer's ball forward, nice idea, but quite firm for Quayle to try and latch onto. A deft touch from Roche, as this is well worked. Here's Carpenter, can they get a second? Brilliant save from the goalkeeper to deny Olivia Carpenter of another goal. It even looked like it hit her face. It's a courageous goalkeeping from the Wimbledon shot stopper. That was an excellent run from Carpenter off the ball. It felt like it was going to nestle into the top corner. But props to the goalkeeper for making that save. Lewes still have pressure on Wimbledon though with a set piece free kick. Lofted in, once again the goalkeeper coming off her line to punch it away. It's still alive here for Lewes as Proctor plays it back out to the set piece taker. Here's Brandt going from range, and that's routine for Rose Kite. She'll welcome a strike like that. Certainly the one that Olivia Carpenter fired at her was one that she had to be really brave for. Godfrey just letting the ball go through her body, but in doing so almost gave it away, as Wimbledon do get the throw. Wimbledon with a chance in their final third. Majority of the game we've been looking right. Wimbledon have looked dangerous though in the opening 5-10 minutes. They look dangerous here. It's headed away by Lewes. Picked up by their number 9, strikes it low. Godfrey's leg was there to block the effort. That's curled in. Brandt ensures it's headed away. She sensed the pressure from Emily Donovan, the number 16 for Wimbledon. Now it's lofted into the penalty area. No real clean connection with that header, and it's picked up by the goal scorer. Up to Quayle. She's pushed, and she wins her side a free kick. Touch from Connolly Brame, unable to keep the second one under her. Godfrey reading the danger, still finding Howes in room. Who curls a good ball in behind, but Quayle supposedly in an offside position. She's frustrated at the assistant referee's decision. Freimeyer battling in midfield, try and win it back, but unable to take the ball away from Karel Casal. Look at the intensity here from Layla Proctor especially. They just get it through Carpenter. Here's Lita Rutherford. And the option is to pass it back to Kelly Hyman. It's a nice turn. Back to Rutherford. He tries to spot the runner down the right. Finds the ball back at her feet, but that's a heavy touch and a Lewes throw. Connolly Brame trying to be an option out on this right hand side. They play it short to their left. Here's Harvey. Intercepted, and good footwork there from Rosie Russell. Trying to play a ball in behind. Falls kindly back at the feet of Emily Moore. Over half an hour gone, of course, the goal that separates these two was provided by Paula Howes, getting on the end of a Lewes Roche pass, getting into that left side of the penalty area and striking it at Rose Kite's near post to see it hit the back of the net. The goal scorer just slips there, luckily nothing bad. Schreimeyer, who's been running around a lot in midfield, just trying to hold off the pressure, but Billingham just keeps the ball down this left-hand side. She fires one in, chested down nicely, unable to get the shot off. Good defending from Lewes, but Proctor trying to find Howes down the right. of rushed football going on there, with one-touch passing happening between both sides. It's Wimbledon who come away with it. Howes reads the game well and intercepts it. Playing it into Olivia Carpenter. That reverse pass, finding Howes almost. It's a good slide challenge, calls for a penalty, but the referee, Imogen Gates, is having none of it. Personally, to me, it looked like the Wimbledon player got there first in Mackenzie, and then Howes tripped over her. They, of course, did collide, but obviously Hannah Mackenzie was judged to have got there before Howes did. So it's Hannah Mackenzie who's worse off here, and she's still down on the floor receiving some medical treatment. Howes just down, feeling her left rib, it seems. No need for Lewes medical staff to go on the pitch to assess her. So as we're just over the half-hour mark, I'll run you through the scores on the doors round the Women's National League South. Gwalia and Billericay are 0-0. Ipswich Women's are drawing 2-2 to Oxford United. Only 34 minutes gone and a 4-goal thriller there up in Suffolk. MK Dons 0, Exeter 0. Plymouth 1-0 down at home to Cheltenham. And Watford 0-0 against Hashtag. Of course, MK Dons down towards the bottom end of the table, or down at the bottom, have really suffered recently. So to be drawing 0-0 to Exeter past the half-hour mark is some good going. But of course, most notable, Ipswich 2, Oxford 2, both sides aiming for that top spot, which is currently occupied by Hashtag United. But Lewes, as things stand, being a goal up, currently in 5th, which is impressive considering the slow start. They only got 3 points out of a first possible 15. So Nat Lawrence's side have really picked things up, and you're starting to see it as well. We've seen it for a few weeks, if not more. Remember the game against Plymouth Argyle over a month ago, played really well. Just played the ball around effortlessly, had a high intensity, played with a good tempo, and they're doing exactly that today. You just hope that they're able to finish off the chances they're getting. The best chance they've had after the Paula Howes goal was, of course, the one that fell to Olivia Carpenter. It seemed like a spitting image to the one Paula Howes had in terms of where the position was, where they struck it from. Olivia Carpenter's strike was straight at the goalkeeper. So Lewes were denied a second. The player who was down, and Hannah Mackenzie, is back up, which is good to see. And it looks like she's going to be good to all carry on. And all the players just coming back out onto the pitch following a slight little team talk, following Mackenzie going down and being assessed. So we'll resume with the throw. As Mackenzie for Wimbledon just waits until she can come back onto the pitch. Still having to be sidelined just yet. Howes taking it to the corner flag. And here's Connolly Brame. This could be a bit controversial if Lewes were to make the most of this, but now Wimbledon are back to 11 players on the pitch as Mackenzie comes back on. But here's Quayle, lets the ball bounce. For a brief second you thought she could have fancied one on the half volley. Now Carpenter manages to break through the pressure from the Wimbledon player. Calls for handball. That's 2 penalty calls now. Roche playing a nice ball into Howes. Good skill. Slight bit of fortune, but unable to just get it through. Trimar just trying to put pressure on Casal. Mackenzie 2 in front of Billingham. Howell's just gone down here. She's back up on her feet. Seems a bit winded though. She's got her hands on her knees. Of course, a hefty bench in terms of numbers for the Rooks. With a bench of 7, 3 more than what Wimbledon have brought down to Lewes with them. Connolly Brame. You can hear the loud voice of Godfrey as she's just organising Lewes from the defence. But Wimbledon tried to break against the Lewes back line. They're forced back all the way to Kelly Hyman. Here's Mackenzie. Firing one down the line, but it was well read and intercepted by Maddie Brandt. Moore picking out a brilliant ball, or it looked like it was going to be brilliant. Brandt just let it bounce, we saw it go beyond her, but Lewes still have a throw. Powles shoved by Hyman. Casal chesting in and trying to thread one in behind. It's a lovely ball from Rutherford, switching it out to the Wimbledon right. Sloppy pass allowing Roche to intercept, but then they go and intercept her pass. Quayle just keeping tabs on the number 2, Rosie Russell. Connolly Brame, intense there. She read the danger. Commendable play there from the Rooks, although it didn't amount to any real opportunity. Still just finding players in space and making the right runs when they're on the ball. And intercepting it well, breaking down any Wimbledon momentum. Schreimeyer. Looked like she was fouled. Moore got there before Harvey could. Connolly Brame sustaining a knock there. She was courageous to lunge in to clear it up the line. Slight confusion going on. Connolly Brame getting there before Casal. Trying to feed a ball in, but winning a corner. Good work from the Lewes right back. Howes feeding a ball in, it's dangerous, but Kite punches it away, still comes back out to the corner taker. She lost one in, giving something for Kite to think about. This is a golden opportunity. Now Harvey. And then a foul given away by Layla Proctor. So it'll be a free kick for Wimbledon. Holly Bray must be alert to the danger of Sherelle Casal. Howes looking to let it run past her body. She tries to get the better of Billingham there, but she slides in. Godfrey just seeing the number 12, Solomon Taylor, slide in and cutting it back to play it back to Moore. Fed in behind, Quayle, one-on-one, surely, surely! And there it is! Sammy Quayle doubling Lewes's lead just before the break. A brilliant first half performance from the Rooks with a great intensity. And they've taken their opportunities ever so well. Sammy Quayle getting her second goal in the league for the Rooks. And she's receiving an applause, a deserved applause, making the run down the middle, getting on the end of the pass from the midfield, and then one-on-one of the goalkeeper. You really did fancy her chances. Taking it around the left. And then slotting it home. 2-0. Stoppage time to be announced soon. We've surpassed the 45 minutes, but no board has been put up just yet. Kicked, and then Brandt lacing her left boot through that. That's going to be the end of the second half. Ended exceptionally thanks to Sammy Quayle rounding the goalkeeper and making it 2-0. But just before that, it was Paula Howes that got Lewes's account up and running this afternoon with a lovely strike to the goalkeeper's near post to make it 1-0 to the Rooks. It ends here, going into the break, 2-0. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes' time for the start of the second half. But what a way to end it from a Rooks perspective. Right, we back on. Well, welcome back everyone, as we've just had the break, both sets of sides back out on the pitch, yet to find out if there's been any substitutions. There is going to be one for Wimbledon, but it looks like it's going to be an unchanged side following the 15-minute break for Lewes. So coming on is number 14, Leanne Bell. It's Wimbledon having a last-minute team talk before the start of the second half. Of course, it was a great first half for Lewes. Wimbledon looked stronger right at the beginning in the first 5 to 10 minutes, but then Lewes really started to grow into the game. Their passages of play were excellent at times, and they managed to unlock Wimbledon successfully on 2 occasions, the first one being converted by Paula Howes, and the second one where Sammy Quayle took the ball past the goalkeeper to slot home Lewis' second. So both sides finishing their team talks. Well, Lewes first. And Leanne Bell, who comes on for Wimbledon, will want to try and make an impact and start a comeback for Wimbledon. They've only lost 2 games in the league this season, one of which was to the league leaders, #United, which is no mean feat. Of course, Wimbledon coming into this game, 3 league wins on the bounce, so Lewes doing well to keep them away from a 4th win, and then winning comfortably as well. And Paula Howes winning an early foul, which is good for Lewes, considering it was Wimbledon who kicked us off underway in this second period. So here's Hannah Godfrey. As Lewes have the ball in the opposition's half. Can they make something of it? Cleared away by Hyman. And then Godfrey does the same. As Carpenter will chase it down to the byline. You could see that Georgia Clifford was going to keep that out and see a Wimbledon goal kick. Trying to hold off the pressure from Quayle as they bring it forward down this right-hand side. Here's Maddie Brandt, who just sees the ball go out of play for another Lewes throw. Sarah Harvey doing some organising from the back line, organising Lewes for this throw. They have another one. No foul being called from Lewes as they want to keep the ball, and they're slowly but surely getting the ball up the pitch, maybe not in the most functional way. So here's Bratt. So they've gained about 20 yards just from throws alone. Quayle has a stab at it. And Rose Kite just coming off her line to collect that ball. Apparently Exeter 4-1 up at MK Dons. And it's the half-time break still. Hashtag United, the league leaders, they're suffering in Watford. 1-0 down at the moment into the half-time break. So far, we only care about Lewes. And they're 2-0 up against this Wimbledon side. We look to try and make something happen now in the opening 3 minutes of this second half. Brandt with the interception. Both sets of players calling for a throw, but it goes in favour of the home side. Calls for an attack for the fans behind Emily Moore's goal. Of course, they made a lot of noise in the first half. Only a select few of them, but certainly making it seem like more than just a few of them were singing. As they call for an attack, and Wimbledon have an attack. Keeping it in at the byline, Moore has to be alert here. And so she is. Just jumping to collect that ball. Brandt feeding it down the line, but too much for Lois Roche.
Good enough, Mads, well done.
Brandt with a commanding header.
Good, Roche.
And then Roche with a decisive touch. Down the line, Brandt just holding off the pressure from Leanne Bell. Roche takes it in her stride. Brilliant footwork there from Roche. Not the first time we've said that today as well. Brandt. Slight confusion going on between both Wimbledon players, which Carpenter looks to try and capitalise on. Trying to get stuck in, but the tall presence of Hannah Mackenzie is enough to just shrug that pressure away. And here come Wimbledon down their left. As the ball's played in, aiming for their number 16. And it's a good opportunity there for Emily Donovan. Didn't get the connection she wanted to steer it goalwards. And just had a slight touch off her head, which sees a Lewes goal kick. One of the players currently down in red. I think it's either Layla Proctor. I think it is. She's holding her right shoulder. No medical attention has been asked for just yet. She's got a lot of her teammates just supporting her up. She looks like she's just had a knock to that shoulder. But the fact that she's going to carry on is a good sign. Brandt underneath that Emily Moore goal kick. Now Harvey. Curling one forward. Wimbledon feel they should have had a throw, but the assistant referee waves her left arm up to signal a Lewes one instead. Carpenter. Brandt continuing her run, but Roche doesn't get the best pass. Gives it away. Good pass from Godfrey into Roche as she tries to find Quayle once again. The number 6, Hannah Mackenzie, getting stuck in. And Lewes have their first corner of the second period. Good reading of the game from Roche as well to try and play the ball in behind. Quayle was in a good position, but Hannah Mackenzie just got there before her. Curled in from Howes, good delivery. Chased away by Wimbledon, and then launched forward. And they do well there to win the foul up the field, to then completely prevent any potential Lewes attack. Flicked, and this is a good opportunity, just glances wide. Emily Moore caught off her line. It felt like the ball could have just nestled into an empty net. Fortunately for Lewes, they survived that Wimbledon pressure. Just have to be wary as Wimbledon started the first half well, and they've done the same with this second half too. Harvey finding Roche in room. First touch poor as Wimbledon win it back. Proctor looks favoured to intercept that. Connolly Brame going in to keep the ball in on the far side. Here's Mackenzie. Quayle getting a deflection from that clearance from Rose Kite, but fortunately for Wimbledon it didn't find the back of the net, so it will be another Wimbledon goal kick. Amelia Rajau is going to be coming on for Wimbledon. The number 18. No board raised, and my eyes couldn't quite see the number who went off. I believe it is the number 9. She goes straight into the dressing room. They've won it back as Connolly Brame fancy their left foot with that effort. Moore trying to find Howes, just goes beyond her. Lewes throw. Both players once again, but wanting the throw. Did look like it was a Wimbledon throw, as it did come off try my last. Goes over Connolly Brame and falls into the possession of the number 16, Emily Donovan, who looked like she could have had some room to run into on that left-hand side, but the referee blew her whistle to prevent the advantage, but Wimbledon have another chance for a free kick. So an opportunity for Wimbledon to try and pull one back just on the hour mark. It's going to come from the left. Whipped in. They almost find a player. Moore observed and saw it go out of play, and it will be a Lewes goal kick. Howes flicked header towards Quayle, sees it go to Mackenzie first. But Quayle not giving up her run, hoping for another deflection that could be steered goalwards. Following a goalkeeper clearance, but here's Brandt. Takes it past the number 16, Emily Donovan. Connolly Brame. Godfrey lacing her boot through it. Roche jumps but loses sight of the ball. She wins it again just for a brief moment. Still Roche. This is good from Lewes as Brandt in a striker position. Connolly Brame taking around the outside of a Jow. Still Connolly Brame. Has to play it in with her left. Godfrey just heading it away from Wimbledon pressure, and Proctor trying to play the slick pass. She has a second attempt at it and runs into the Wimbledon player. Unfortunate. And it's called for a foul, which is interesting, because Olivia Carpenter was in plenty of room. If they played the advantage, she could have run in on goal, but instead they pulled it back and will have the free kick instead. Interesting call. Hopefully Lewes can make something happen. As Olivia Carpenter, the player in the room, when the referee blew her whistle, is over this free kick, but now she trots away. No, she doesn't. She's having some words of wisdom given to her from Hannah Godfrey. So it's a wall of two. Sherelle Casal and Emily Donovan, the two players in close proximity to the ball in Wimbledon colours. Referee Imogen Gates still having words specifically with the Wimbledon players. Mackenzie, the number 6, looks frustrated, as does Hyman. No cards have been awarded, but clearly something to be frustrated about for those for Wimbledon. So Carpenter fancies one from distance, collected calmly by Rose Kite. Rolled out short. Plays it in field, beyond Treimeyer. There's a spring in their step now. Here's the substitute, Amelia Ajao, who hasn't seen much of the ball since coming on. And she gives it away. Proctor pounces. Now Howes. Trying to take it past Mackenzie, in doing so is clattered to the floor. Obviously not intended from Hannah Mackenzie, but a bit of a size difference between the two players, which is what sees Paula Howes hit the deck. So, as Paula Howes is just having some medical attention, scores on the doors, Coelia 0, Billericay 1, Ipswich still 2-2 with Oxford United, Exeter 4-1 up at Milton Keynes, Plymouth a goal down against Cheltenham, and Hashtag United still a goal down at Watford. As the sun starts to go down on this winter afternoon, it's been lovely weather all day, which has made it a nicer experience here at the Pan. So far, Lewes in 5th. The only side above them taking maximum points so far is Exeter. Ipswich closing in on Hashtag as well. Just 2 points separating them, and Ipswich have 2 games in hand on Hashtag. Of course, Lewes 8 points off top. They're starting to play with some aplomb now. Starting to get some real momentum going, which makes them feel like a real force to go higher and higher up the table. Especially with this impressive result so far. Proctor, can they add to it? Not there. There's one back by Connolly Brame. Brilliant anticipation there from the right back. She's just got so many Wimbledon players around her and seems completely unfazed by the pressure. Schreimer, though, giving it away as they tried to play it long, and Harvey, the only Lewes player there to play it back to Emily Moore. Godfrey clearing it up towards Quayle. Now Kite put under a slight bit of pressure, but still finds room to play it out towards Sherelle Cassar, but she gives it away. Good footwork from Carpenter, but couldn't quite play it in behind, as you saw Howes trying to make that diagonal run. Connolly Brame, who's been exceptional every time I've seen her play. Full of energy down that right. And finding Roche. Can she make it? 3-0, she can't. Can't even find time to pull off the strike. Good tracking down from Wimbledon, but Brandt testing Rose Kite at her far post. A good save, that met a good strike. Corner kick for the home side. Maddie Brandt showing her striking ability. Does well to find it on target from that angle. Powell's slightly off balance when she took the corner. But here's Brandt again. Now Roche, she fancies one. Will she get another pop? Instead she's unselfish and plays it out to Howes, who retrieves it by the touchline and plays a good ball in. Struck by Layla Proctor on the volley. She goes down injured, which isn't good to see following that positive strike. It was a terrific ball played in. Just didn't quite have this striking instinct in the box. Good work from Layla Proctor to get into that position, to try and find the strike. She did have a Wimbledon player close to her. And just as she got up there, she was holding her right shoulder, and we've seen her do that in the second half so far. So hopefully this isn't a recurring issue that could see her forced off. She's back up and sprinting. May just be on the touchline for a bit as play resumes, as we approach the final 20 minutes. Still Lewes 0. Wimbledon 0 here at the Dripping Pan in this Women's National League South game. Lewes climbing up the table and showing their worth, especially in recent weeks. Lewes are 20 minutes away from making it 4 wins on the bounce. In all competitions, of course. Carpenter, back to Brandt. She tries to play the long ball. Howes just shrugging in on the number 14 for Wimbledon. Leanne Bell, who of course came on at the beginning of the second half. Still yet to make an impact. Godfrey's underneath it. So after that Lewes foul, Wimbledon have a free kick. Just a wall of 2 as it goes beyond the wall. Picked up by the number 30, Dior Noor, who of course has come on as well. She's just signed for Wimbledon, making her debut after coming on at the PAM. Headed away by Roche. And then cleared away by Brandt. Good touch from Mackenzie as she had to make sure it was a good one. She had all that green room behind her for Lewes to try and capitalise. Quayle touches it down, unable to keep it under her spell. Now Carpenter, heavy touch. Allowing Wimbledon to try and play it in behind, and that's a good ball. Harvey having to do some defensive work here, and she does that very well. Wimbledon feel like they should have had a foul, and if that was judged to have been a foul, Lewes would have been in real trouble, given it could have been the last player, which could have led to a sending off, but that didn't happen, so that doesn't even matter. Wimbledon still being kept at bay here by the Rooks. Brandt taking it on the inside against the debutant Dior Noor. Lewes sensed an opportunity here that Connolly Brame runs onto, but just slips at the time of running towards the ball. And then Wimbledon come away with a throw. Ball just going out of the ground there. Will be another Wimbledon throw. It's been an entertaining game so far as we approach the final quarter of an hour of the match. There will be another set of substitutions, this for Nat Lawrence's side. Looks like Sammy Quayle is done for the day. After making it 2-0 to the Rooks, she comes off. She can go off with her head held high, and she's had her bit to play in this game. And she's joined with Olivia Carpenter. And on comes Sky Bacon and Muna Eze. Cut in on the right. It's a high ball. Goes beyond all the targets and out for a Lewes throw, which will please them.
Good
Sky. Go on, Sky. Go on,
Sky Bacon.
Good.
Looking energetic after coming on as she tries to make the run down the right. Eze trying to make that run down the left. Noor losing it out to Brandt. And Bacon winning another throw. 902 here at the Pan this afternoon. Hope everyone's enjoying this game back home as much as we are here. Enjoying your Sunday afternoon on this November cold weekend. Schreimeyer, first time ball out to Bacon. Nice footwork as she manages to keep that first touch safely with her. Eze. Surely a third now for Lewes would seal the win. Able to link up between Eze and Howes. Eze not giving up on the ball as she had pressure around her. Good determination from Eze. Here's Schreimeyer. The ball taken away from her from Emily Donovan. Strike from distance. Moore saw it all the way. Leanne Bell trying to make her mark on the game after coming on. So a rendition of the Red and Black Army for the final. Just over 10 minutes here at the Pan. Lewes closing in on another victory in the league.
Are you guys going now?
Here's Eze. Awkward clearance from Bell, but Lewes will welcome that. Corner kick. So it'll be another Howells delivery. Headed away by Wimbledon, not once but twice. You had Connolly Brame and Sarah Harvey both looking to fetch the ball. It will be Connolly Brame to play it into Howells, who feeds in a ball towards Anna Godfrey. And then Wimbledon managed to come away with it. Lewes have to be careful in this period of the game. Although they're 2-0 up, just a goal for the away side can really change the complexion of how it ends. Taken down nicely by Howells. She sees Sky Bacon. This is promising for Lewes here. Falls back to Brandt. Still Brandt. On she goes! Oh, just past the far post. What a spectacular goal that would have been for the left back. Not the first opportunity she's had in this second half. Had a shot from distance saved. That one just off target. Of course, these two sides did meet on the first day of the season and drew 1-1. It's of course Lewes's first game back in the National League South. It was an own goal from Wimbledon in the 93rd minute that meant the points were shared. Wimbledon will hope Lewes could do something to them. That happened to Wimbledon on that first game in August. But as things stand, Lewes are just over 7 minutes away plus stoppage time from a 5th league win. Mackenzie just going into the book, the number 6. Lewes seeing out this game exactly how they'd want. A free kick in the opposition half. Taken short. Howells towards Proctor, who, funnily enough, gets her right shoulder on the end of that, and she's been having troubles with her right shoulder throughout the game. So perhaps that wasn't the most convenient place for the ball to hit. But she seems all fine. Edged forward, but no Wimbledon player near to attack apart from Noor, but Moore saw the danger and cleared it away before anything could happen. Trimai with the reverse pass back to Connolly Brain. Howe sprinting to fetch the ball by the touchline. It'll be a throw just by the corner flag. Proctor tried to control it, but Wimbledon come away with it, and there's room for Noor to run into down this right-hand side. They just have to time the pass and the run. And she keeps it in, almost. The advertisement board just blocking off my view from that, but the assistant referee clearly saw the ball go out of play. So into the final 5 minutes. The two first half goals from Paula Howells and Sammy Quayle, who came off for Muna Eze, is what keeps Lewes healthily in the lead. Brandt finding Eze, tried to turn, lost the ball when doing so. Brilliant first touch. Tries to spot Emily Moore towards the other side of her goal. Ashley Hinks, the skipper, going for the spectacular. But Emily Moore was there to palm it away and collect the rebound. Schreimeyer winning the foul, which is exactly what Lewes wants.
If you're not staying for please will you make your way out of the ground through exit A, which you will see on the east of the ground. You won't be able to get out through the normal west end of the Wimbledon stand, so if you're leaving at the end of this game, please make your way out through the exit A, which you will see on the ground.
Calls for a handball, but it would be hard to say that's a handball when Connolly Brain wasn't even looking at the ball, albeit it may have hit an area near her hand. Seen this happen quite a few times today, where a team will take a throw and then before you know it they've got another throw slightly further up the pitch, and that happens about 3 or 4 times, and you end up just seeing the team slowly get up the pitch just through throw-ins alone. But now Lewes are getting up the pitch through Sky Bacon in a dangerous area. Wimbledon tracking back. Bacon once again, Kite collects. The final 2 minutes. Harvey heading it away.
Go, drive.
Bacon Looked dangerous ever since coming on down this left flank, trying to put in a dangerous ball. Eze was lurking. Brandt using her head well to win it back. Lewes managing the game very well here. Bacon puts in the ball. Roche is there. Couldn't quite get the first touch under control. But if she was to get a goal there, Lois Roche, that would have made it 4 goals in the last 2 games. Well, this is the last league game at the Dripping Pan for the women's side until the new year, where they face Ipswich in a big game on the 12th of January. Here's Eze. We're back to Connolly Brain as Lewes look to bow out at home in the league on a win, and what an impressive win it would be against a side above them in the table. 5 league wins and 3 league wins in a row. As we approach the 90th minute, referee doesn't see a foul there. As Godfrey's ball is just blocked by Bell, but she manages to fetch the ricochet. Still giving away a throw-in. Of course, Lewes are at home to Sudbury Women's in the next round of the FA Cup next week. That's the kick-off time at 2 p.m. on the 24th of November. Can they see another FA Cup run like they did 2 seasons ago? Of course, it'll be harder with a side not in the second tier of women's football like they were in the 2022-23 season, but you can always dream. And so far, they're making a really good of account of themselves, Lewes, playing with an intensity, playing with purpose too, which is extremely satisfying to watch. Harvey's header away, just intercepted. She has a second attempt, back to Brandt. Now she'll chase it to the touchline to get there first. And back to Hyman. That's time to try and loft in a ball towards Bell, just goes beneath her right foot. Now here's a Jow. Connolly Brain dealing with that pressure from a Jow well as she uses her back to just shield the ball. She's injured though in doing that. She hits the floor. Wimbledon don't care, they carry on. We're in the 90 minutes, no stoppage time announced just yet. As it's full lofted in behind and Moore safely collects. Moore picking out a wonder ball to Bacon, who improvises, trying to find Eze. And then Brandt assuring the ball goes as far away from the Lewes half as possible. Proctor's underneath it, floats it towards Roche and Eze. As Roche just tries to make that run. Wimbledon will try and make something down this right. Brandt up against the number 16, Emily Donovan. And Wimbledon get a late corner here. Referee just halting the corner, wanting to have words with the players. Now she allows play to resume. Curled in towards that back post. They get a flicked header on. Lewes stab it away. That's chased by Bacon, who's done a great job at running the lines when required and winning a foul. Lewes's game management has been superb in this second half. Just managed to frustrate Wimbledon, win fouls, and Wimbledon have just started to put on the pressure. Just completely stalled their momentum. A very late corner here. May give Lewes an opportunity to get a third, but by the looks of it, and you can understand why, been complementing their game management. They've got 4 players back on Wimbledon's 2, just to protect any chance of a counter. But Kite just retrieves that ball across the face of her goal and rolls it out to try and start a Wimbledon attack, but that's extinguished well by Godfrey. Wimbledon not giving up. Here's Mackenzie. Howes winning it back. Getting doubled up on. Falling over. Imogen Gates blows her whistle for play to carry on. As Howes is brought down again. She's been fouled plentiful of times this afternoon. One of the key players at managing to win Lewes those fouls and frustrate the opposition by breaking down their momentum. Here's Godfrey for what will be the last moment of play of the game. Lewes get their 5th league win, 3 league wins in a row and 2 clean sheets in a row. Goals from Sammy Quayle and Paula Howes means that they win the game 2-0 against Wimbledon. Elsewhere, of course, Ipswich, top of the table for drawing 2-2 with Ipswich, with Oxford for a large majority of the game. They end it 4-2 winners, so they now take hashtag off top spot, as they're now currently losing 2-0 to Watford. Plymouth 2-0 down at home to Cheltenham. Exeter add 2 more goals to their tally against MK Dons. They finished 6-1 winners up at Milton Keynes. Plymouth finished 2-0 defeat to Cheltenham. But most importantly, it's Lewes 2, Wimbledon 0 here. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, everybody, and we'll be back here very soon at the beginning of 2025.